Everyone thinks they know when this thing ends. They look at contracts, age, cap hits. This is when the window closes. But what if the timing isn't where you think it is? What if the clock that everyone is watching is not even the one that actually matters? The dominant conversation right now is obvious. The roster is getting older, the contracts are stacking up, and eventually it will collapse. That's the cycle, and that's how this all works. So fans start projecting forward 1 year, maybe 2, then it's pretty much over. The window's closed. Reset will begin. But that entire framework is built on something incomplete. It assumes the surface is the system. It assumes that age equals decline and money equals limitation. And that's not how this team is being built, at least not right now. Because the real timeline isn't financial, it's structural. Windows don't close because players get older. They close when the structure underneath the roster stops working. That's when it ends, not a second before. And right now, that structure is still intact. The 49ers still have a quarterback playing within structure, not outside of it. They still have a system creating efficiency, not relying on hero ball. They still have core players whose traits translate year over year, not just production traits. And that matters more than age. It matters more than contract size. Why? Because traits don't fall off all at once. Systems don't collapse overnight unless something underneath breaks. So the better question isn't when does the window close? It's this: what would actually have to break for it to close? Because until that answer shows up on tape, until you see structural failure and not just statistical decline, that timeline that people are predicting, well, it's just guesswork. And you can say the roster is older, and you can point at the money in the cap, and you can map out the future like it's already even decided. But if the structure holds, then none of that will hit the way people think it will. That's the part that most fans miss. They're watching the clock, but they're not watching the mechanism that controls it.